Welcome back to Poetry and Police. Yes, welcome back to the channel. First of all, as usual, I want to big up all my loyal subscribers. Special shout out to the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. Big up to hard-working Commissioner of Police, Dr. Kevin Blake. Special shout out to the frontline police officers who are risking their lives on a daily basis to get rid of these criminals out of Jamaica, to rid Jamaica of these criminals, which Jamaica need ASAP, which Jamaica need more of. Now, in recent time, our Prime Minister has been taking it to social media and taking it to the news forums, notwithstanding the plea of the contradictory departments like Jamaica for Justice, who seeks to plunge the country in disarray, who does not want to see crime decline in Jamaica. And our Prime Minister is speaking the same language as our Commissioner of Police. Now, Jamaican people, fellow police officers, and good law-abiding citizens in Jamaica, I am going to ask you this question. When in the history of Jamaica, as far as I can remember, if my memory served me right, when in the history of Jamaica is the Commissioner of Police and the Prime Minister ever appeared to be sailing in the same boat, riding on the same horse, traveling in the same car, walking in the same footsteps, or sailing along the same line, riding in the same boat? When was the last time that appeared to be so in the history of Jamaica? And we now have a relationship between a Commissioner of Police and a Prime Minister that seems to be a very profitable relationship, not for the two men who have created the relationship, but rather for the recipients being the good law-abiding citizens of Jamaica. Now, we have a commissioner who comes out and speaks openly against criminals, speak openly about the extinction of criminals. And we also have a Prime Minister who is speaking openly about the extinction of criminals, the procedures and how Jamaica can be extinct of the criminals that are destroying our society. And in most of my videos, I have always told you people that a country that has less crime has to be a profitable country in terms of investments, tourism, job creation of jobs, and so forth. And the Prime Minister has been speaking the same language of late. Now, I am bigging you up, Mr. Prime Minister. I've never bigged you up in most of my videos before, because we have a bad history. And I have spoken against you on many occasions, sir. But no more. As long as you keep on treading the track that you're treading, Mr. Prime Minister, then ex-detective Corporal Evan Blake will be behind you 1,000,000%. And as long as you keep supporting the police department in Jamaica, then I will be your number one supporter, sir. And people, I am saying this now with clear view. And I am saying this now with no regard what people want to say, because you know the people who tends to want Jamaica to sail in the opposite direction, sail in the direction of criminals, tend to try to politicize everything. And they do not want to see anybody support the police department, and they do not want to see anybody supporting this serving Prime Minister. Because now that I am serving the next day, now that I am speaking kindly of the now serving Prime Minister, you will soon hear that police and poetry is now a political channel, and that I am a political activist for the Jamaica Labour Party, because I am now supporting the sitting Prime Minister. And I will say this without any explanation or without any apology. Yes, I am supporting the now Prime Minister. And my reason for supporting the now Prime Minister is because of this Prime Minister's stance in the fight against crime and the support of the police department, second to none. Which is second to none, and which is the first as far as I am concerned. So I don't care what nobody want to say. I speak not only for myself or my channel or my subscribers. I do not speak for the Jamaica Labour Party. I do not speak for the People's National Party. I speak for the police department, and I speak for the good, decent, law-abiding citizens in Jamaica who wants to see Jamaica a better place, and who wants to see Jamaica as a prime destination, and who wants to see Jamaica being not crime-free. Well, crime-free, we would like to see it crime-free, but we would like to see a larger chunk of deduction in our murders as the year goes by. And as the Prime Minister and the Commissioner have safely put, that as safely and transparently put, that we are working this year for a sub 1,000 murder rate. Kudos to you. I am on that train too, sir. And I am sure that I have boarded the right train. Not that I have just boarded the train. I have been riding this train all my career as a police officer, and now as an ex-police officer. I am still riding that train, because there's no other train to ride in any country by the train of law and order. The train of correctiveness. The train of getting rid of criminal elements out of our society. And that is the train I have been on from the start, and I will always remain on that train, and nothing can get me off that train. Like I have said, I've spoken ill about the Prime Minister, but him out sometime, of course. And if know him do good things, if him still spin around and do some things bad, me I go burn him out again, same way. So, Mr. Prime Minister, me are one of the men who burn you out big time. But now, I am lionizing you, sir. I'm uplifting you. And right now, you are slowly becoming one of Jamaica's best Prime Ministers in my eyes. I don't care what nobody else want to say. Your support for law enforcement and your support for a crime-free Jamaican society, sir. And that is the reason why I am behind you 100%. For your unstoppable support and publicly against crime and violence. And as you have recently said to the Jamaican criminals, we see you, we are watching you, we are coming for you, and you cannot hide. I have been speaking, sir, over the years. I don't know if you are listening to my videos, but I have been speaking over the years. I have been beating the topic. I have been travailing over the topic, Mr. Prime Minister, of cameras on the streets of Jamaica. So much that some people look at me and say that will never happen, Mr. Blake. Not in the country of Jamaica. But now, Mr. Prime Minister, it would appear as if my dreams have come true, and that the plans that I have for crime and violence in Jamaica is finally coming to fruition. Wherein you as the Prime Minister, sir, is working with the Commissioner of Police to line the streets of Jamaica with the relevant cameras so we can capture, we can watch, and we can monitor the criminals that are destroying our society, sir. And for that I am grateful. One of my wishes have finally been transformed to reality. I know that some of the entities who does not want to see the police department survive in Jamaica and the plan against crime to survive keep balling for body cameras to be placed on police officers, as if some police officers are not already wearing body cameras. We know that they are, and we know that you are slowly coming to that too, sir. But like I said, and I agree with you, police the criminals before we police the police. Load the streets and the alleys And the buildings in Jamaica with cameras to watch the criminals first before we watch the police. Because the police is not the problem in Jamaica, the criminals are the problem in Jamaica. Even though some police are, beyond a shadow of a doubt, not fit to be in the organization. We have been beating that on a daily basis, and I know the Commissioner of Police is trying to get those bad apples out of the organization. So, Mr. Prime Minister, on behalf of myself and this YouTube channel, who is doing its best to speak on an everyday basis against criminals in this country, and to uplift the country against criminals, and to point out positivities when we see that. And now I see nothing but positivity coming from you, sir, and for that I must lionize you and I must congratulate you. When you just came to office, I said to myself that this is a young man with promise, and this is a man that can turn the tables in Jamaica with his youth. And for your first tenure, sir, I must say to you that you had failed me 100%. But to my surprise, or not even to my surprise, but to my pleasure, you have turned the tables and have begun to act according to your age and experience, and you are now acting like the Prime Minister that you should have been acting like a few years ago, sir. And for that I must congratulate you, and I will not take it back that I'm saying that I love the fact that you are now the Prime Minister of Jamaica based off your track record. Now, I am watching, and based off your track record right now and your initiatives and your drive, sir, towards making Jamaica a better place, especially making Jamaica a crime-free society, sir, that is what caught my attention. And I hope it has caught the attention of other people, especially my subscribers who are listening to my channel. So big up to you, Mr. Prime Minister, and thanks for the support to the Jamaica Constabulary Force in its fights, in its initiative in the fight against crime and dangerous criminals in the Jamaica land we love. May we keep supporting you, sir, and may you keep doing what you are doing. Don't go back to the old you. I do not go back to the old you that I classified as a man that used to run the Tower Avenue dirty boy them. Do not go back there, sir. Do not let the criminal elements control the narrative and destroy your good name. Keep on working for the people of Jamaica, for the good law-abiding people of Jamaica. You do not need friends from criminals. There are enough decent people in Jamaica that can be in your corner rather than criminals. There are enough police officers can be in your corner rather than having gunmen in your corner. You don't need them. You don't need their votes. Because if you are Prime Minister is fighting against law, fighting for law and order in any country, then you do not need any gunman in your corner. You don't need them. You do not need their support, sir. You don't need them say. You don't need them presence. Because you have to lead by example. You have to set the example. So you have to get rid of the Tower Avenue boy them, and the Tivoli boy them, all of the one other boy them. Because you are no one other. You are the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And you are responsible for every single citizen in Jamaica, including people who have voted for the People's National Party. Like I have always said, that crime is not a political thing. Crime is a Jamaican thing. And as far as I'm concerned right now, you are making crime a Jamaican thing. So keep traveling along that line. Keep sailing in that boat. Keep riding in that train, Mr. Prime Minister. Keep supporting the Commissioner of Police and the good, hard-working officers in the Jamaica Constabulary Force who are working tirelessly, who are risking their lives so that Jamaica can be a better place and that we can rid the nation of some of the violent criminals that are plaguing our people, our good law abiding citizens on a daily basis.